I want to become stronger. Ever since the final shape, we have all been able to become so very strong because of this. Now this is great. Abilities and supers are just out of hand. They are so incredibly strong with what you can do with them. But what about weapons? You see, I feel as if, despite all of the power we've gained, weapons are a bit lacking. And I want to have a powerful weapon. So I was looking through some patch notes, and I discovered that bows were given a 20% damage increase against red bars. Now the idea here is that I'm going to make a bow that is going to be far deadlier than anything anyone has seen before. And it all starts with the Enclave. What we can do here is create a bow that will allow us to achieve maximum power. Okay, so now now we have to select what we want our perks to be. We've chosen Lithophobia for a couple different reasons. Number one, craftable, always good, love to see it. And so we get enhanced perks. Now enhanced perks, they're only slightly better than their regular ones. But the two perks we are aiming to achieve are enhanced successful warm-up and enhanced golden tricorn. Now, this is a bit unorthodox, this isn't even considered a god roll. But in my mind, this will achieve us the damage we want, because golden tricorn gives 50% extra damage bonus for additional kills. Now, while if your weapon's element happens to match that of your super, with golden tricorn, you can grenade or powered melee will grant a 50% damage buff instead. Now, successful warm-up is really just so we can shoot things faster and decrease our draw time by a significant amount. We are on the path of a truly deadly weapon. Alright, another thing I forgot to mention is Dragon's Vengeance, which here, when an ally dies or I reach critical health, my magazine instantly refills, which means I just get another arrow, and I get bonus range, charge rate, and handling. And this is just already on here. Notice we need to enhance. It's time to take a trip to the tower. Alright, so while we're in the tower, there's a couple things we need to do. First, we must acquire an upgrade module and slot. First, let's buy some of those. But the exotic Mantle of Battle Harmony also received a buff as of the final shape. And this buff now allows it to grant super energy between 1.5% and 4.5% depending on the target type killed. The 2-second cooldown is removed for the perk's activation. And all it needs now is the weapon matching the equipped super instead of the equipped subclass. Alright, so of course I just happened to forget about the focused decoding section, where because of our ghost we are going to get a high discipline stat and also spend 2 ascendant shards and 60,000 glimmers. So we're gonna hope we get a good roll on this one, because I don't want to buy another one. Alright, let's see. Thank you, Destiny. Oh no, I can get one more. We're gonna have to buy another one, because that is not favorable. Okay, that's definitely better. All right, we're gonna have to work with this for now. All right, now we got some upgrades to do. We're gonna start by upgrading this. Conveniently got these robes. That was actually rather convenient. All right, it's gonna cost. Yeah, this is gonna. Wait, why does it just say it'll take? Oh, I was a little confused. It'll only take glimmer, but we might as well do this. You know, it's for the build, for the content. So we're gonna... Alright, and because of that, we get an artifice slot, which we also have to buy. This cost me a lot of money, so if you could, please subscribe. What we need here. So we're gonna take off our... We're gonna put on... Let's see. We're gonna put on that helmet. We're gonna put on this. Okay, so without anything... So without any upgrades on it, we still have discipline and recovery at 100. Alright, so now it's time to upgrade this chest piece. And I'm thinking we do resilience forge, unless we have to change it because of the prismatic mods, which we very well might have to. But first, we're gonna see what else we need. Alright, we're gonna put on charged up. And we're gonna do sniper damage resistance. Alright, so now this chest piece isn't good. Our discipline is definitely higher than I would like it to be. That's some wasted points. But that won't be completely bad, as we are about to get, for our next step, we need to obtain the facet of bravery. Alright, what you need to do to obtain this fragment is we need to head into Ascent, and the rest is easy. Alright, we have arrived at our destination. Just gonna pop this there. The chest is close by. It should be right in here. And now we have the facet of bravery. Alright, with this newfound fragment, we can now make it so. Defeating targets with a grenade will give our void weapons volatile rounds, which will allow them to make targets explode. Alright, I thought it would just be cool to have conditional finality on. Plus this, because here we get darkness energy. We'll also be getting darkness energy from our machine gun. First, we're just gonna save this build here. That is actually a pretty cool symbol for it, so we may just end up leaving that. But now we have to configure the rest of our armor. Alright, with our armor complete, we now have to spend more amounts of glimmer and enhancement cores to level this thing up. Now, of course, you know, if I were smart, I would have actually looked at what level I needed to get to. So we're just going to spend a whole bunch and say about level 20 we'll actually go and check and see. Aren't you loving this riveting gameplay of upgrading a weapon? Isn't this fun? Alright, so we got to level 21 and for some reason Primeval Usurper came up. I don't really know what that means. That probably has something to do with this. But now we're just going to head back to the Enclave and upgrade this thing. Alright, back at the Enclave, we are now going to spend even more amounts of currency to further upgrade this bow. So first, we need to see about this. Now this is very important. Here are these frames. So I'm thinking this one. This one reduces our draw time the most. Oh no, this one. Alright, so we really want a reduced draw time. We want to be dishing out that damage fast. So we're going to do this lightweight frame. Now in terms of our bowstring, we can go even lower. While we don't have accuracy, well, I'm accurate enough. We don't need to worry about too much that. We can go lower at the cost of stability and handling, which is something we want to keep. So I think we're going to keep agile. Now here, natural fletching. We can gain a big boost to our reload speed and handling at the cost of stability, but a little bit more accuracy, we're gonna do that. Now here are the perks. Here's what we've all been waiting for. Enhanced successful warm-up. And enhanced golden tricorn. This will allow us to get that damage we need. Now of course, that's a lot of currency. Alright, so now first things first, we're gonna see how much damage we can get from these checker targets. I don't know why these are like this. This is just really weird. I also don't know why that thing's there. That thing's just been there for like a while now. And at this point I'm too afraid to ask why it's here. Alright, so I'm gonna try this one. That's a crit. Okay, 8082. Of course, this is without any buff, this is without any assistance, no volatile rounds, no golden tricorn. And considering the speed we get with this weapon, it's going to make a big difference on the battlefield. Now, of course, speaking of the battlefield, let's head there now. Head into a breach executable, and boy am I happy I chose Void for this, as we get a 25% damage bonus to all void damage. Now they can also deal more void damage to me, but that's only if they get the chance to hit me, which they won't. To a that was a major, by the way. Alright, I have just corrected a huge error in my build. In order for golden tricorn to gain the 50% damage bonus, you have to use abilities that match the damage type. I was not using abilities to match the damage type, so like we would need to use the cannons. Instantly destroyed. All thanks to the deadliest bow in Destiny 2. Oh, thank you so much, Raul. See, slowly but surely I'm going to recover from my debt. Alright, so the moral of the story is if you want something, you gotta be prepared to pay exorbitant amounts of currency for it, because that's a lot of currency. But anyway, aside from my crippling debt, thank you guys so much for watching this video.